Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Madness? Yes. Multiverse? Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we are going to be doing a review of the Multiverse of Madness, the second Doctor Strange movie, and it will definitely be containing spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, just know that it's crazy, it's chaotic, it's definitely like the scariest Marvel movie that has come out so far, so it's definitely a wild ride.
So if you haven't seen it, click off.
Click off.
Get out of here.
Anyway, we're both wearing our WandaVision shirts. I don't know if you can tell.
I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs.
Yeah, and that's really like the encompassing message of this movie.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you can tell by our cats and me. To start this review off, I basically think my encompassing thoughts on this movie is really that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Madness? Yes. Multiverse?
Should have been more. Should have been more.
Yeah, I think we both agree that the film was just definitely too short. Felt like there was like a lot of rushing and maybe even like scenes missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the madness part was just overall, the entire movie was so crazy and like my jaw was just like on the floor the entire time because of everything that was going on and the visuals and everything. It was all very like madness was the perfect word for it. But I expected way more multiverse stuff going on in this movie. I think total we maybe visited like 3.
Yeah, I think it was 3
different, because there was obviously the like part where they like
they were jumping through,
but I don't count that. Like I thought we were going to be spending like time in a bunch of different multiverses, meeting a bunch of different variants and people and stuff, but it was very it was really I think only like 3 and the only like crazy variant cameo part was the Illuminati thing, and I expected that to be a lot more.
Yeah, so did I. It was so short and like spoiler, but they all got murdered like so quickly.
Like, I wanted there to be like a full-on fight. Like obviously, duh, Wanda was gonna win that because girl was powerful. Those are kind of just my overall thoughts on the movie. We can get into specifics now. Okay, so let's talk about Doctor Strange because this is his movie.
It is.
He was great. Benny C, you love to see it.
We love Benny C.
We love Benny C. Benny C. I will say he was, I think, a little bit overshadowed by Wanda.
Oh, 100%.
in this movie.
Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen's performance in this movie was like
mind-blowing.
Outstanding. Like she is such a good actress. Like genuinely needs a movie. Like WandaVision was not enough for me. I need more.
She was so horrifying.
So scary.
Oh my
literally
god.
So scary. See, look, we're trying to talk about Doctor Strange, but we're literally talking about Wanda right now.
I mean, Doctor Strange did have some cool moments when he when he, what was it called, sleepwalked or deathwalked or something.
Yeah, I think it was
when he like was using the corpse, the old Doctor Strange corpse, to go and fight Wanda because he was in another universe. That part was really, really cool, and he had like all those demons like turn into his cloak, and that was really cool.
I mean, he is a really cool superhero. His powers are really, really cool.
I liked that like he was so caring for America throughout it. I liked his arc with Christine and how he kind of has to like let that go because they're just not meant to be. Yeah,
that was hard for me to accept too. Because like there was a line where he says like I've realized like I love you in every universe or whatever, which that's really sad.
Yeah, but I liked his relationship with America. It kind of reminded me of him and Peter Parker in No Way Home, which was sad because he mentioned Spider-Man at one point, but obviously didn't mention that it's Peter Parker because nobody remembers that it's Peter Parker.
And he called Spider-Man a man, which he would never do.
Benny C was good, but definitely got overshadowed because let's get to what everyone wants to talk about. Wanda freaking Maximoff.
She is seriously unreal. Like, horrifying.
Elizabeth Olsen, like, kills it. We thought she killed it in WandaVision.
Next level.
Oh my god, she was horrifying. When because when Doctor Strange goes to visit her in the orchard or whatever, and she's like acting all nice and stuff, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, you didn't say her name, did you?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Well, and I remember watching, like, we were watching it, and she was, like, talking, you know, normal, and then out of nowhere, her accent, like, slightly switched a little, and I look over at Megan, and I'm like, why does her accent sound different? And immediately after that, she took the illusion away, and I was like, oh my god.
And she was like, I mean, she was in full dark side in this movie. Fully murdered people. Like, when she goes to Comatage, she murdered people. And she was like, oh my god, when she was like, this is me being merciful, like...
Yeah, she was like, I am being easy on you.
Yeah.
No.
She was trying to be reasonable.
And she was being reasonable.
Oh my god, that fight in Comatage. They trap her in some sort of magical trap thing, and she's going in and out of the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
And then her body,
oh my god, she comes out of a puddle and she's like...
no thank you.
So scary.
That was horrifying.
It was so scary. Definitely, you can tell Sam Raimi made this film because it's very scary. It feels very different than any other Marvel
And that's what
movie.
I was gonna say. It is a different vibe, but, like, I loved it.
Yeah,
like,
it was... The visuals were crazy.
Yeah. Insane. Oh my god, can we please talk about where she starts, like, taking over the body of the other Wanda in the multiverse, and the picture of her, like, her face, like, turning, and then her seeing herself in the window, the reflection of the window. Oh my god, like, truly, that was, like, it gave me, like, chills. It was, like, haunting.
So scary. And then she looks at the camera.
Yes, she broke the fourth wall, like, many times.
And it honestly made me poop my pants.
I am still thinking about her.
like, she really was like,
because I'm like,
doing
she's
something,
at
and then
us.
she's like,
I'm like, she sees us. She's gonna come for us.
She honestly scared the crap. And she like had blood all over her, and she's chasing them. So okay, also we haven't talked about America Chavez. She was first introduced in this movie, and I was thinking, like, I think it might have been better if they maybe had introduced her, like, in a TV show on Disney Plus or something like that. I know she was originally supposed to be in No Way Home, so maybe that's kind of why it feels a little bit disjointed, because I would have liked to, like, get to know her better, since she was so important to this plot.
The focal
she really was, like, what everything was hinging on. But yeah, basically Wanda wanted to unalive her. Like, love you, Wanda, but yeah, not the best idea to, like, go around killing children.
Yeah, no, she's literally a kid.
Like, I get it, but, like, you know, that's not really the vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Wanda is trying to find America, and they go to that freaking, is it 838 or 383? I don't know, one of the universes that has the freaking Illuminati. We literally screamed when John Krasinski showed up as Reed Richards.
Oh my god, literally everyone in the theater
freaked out. That was like the biggest reaction.
Yeah, this is why we love going to the movie on opening night, because the crowd is so fun. That was amazing.
Yeah, so the Illuminati lineup.
Cool. Like, it was just so cool.
Freaking John Krasinski as Reed Richards, which everybody has been talking about fan casting him for years. And I loved him. I thought he was great. Wish we could have seen him use his powers. Yeah. Which was unfortunate.
We saw him just...
so briefly.
Yeah.
I think the script really does not do a lot of these characters justice, because it's so fast-paced that it's almost out of character for a lot of them, the things that they do. But yeah, so it's him, freaking Professor X from literally the X-Men, the Fox X-Men movies. Peggy Carter as the first Avenger, which you saw if you watched What If. She was in What If, so that was crazy. Freaking Lashana Lynch was Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that was cool. Because I knew,
cool.
or I heard a lot of theories about that one in particular too.
Yeah, and
that was really cool to see.
I was really glad she got the opportunity to come back, because that was like a flashback movie, and she's like dead now.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to be able to see her. I didn't know who he was, but there was a character from the Inhumans show that got canceled named, he was the one that could scream.
Yeah, I didn't know his name either. His name?
But it was the same actor, I guess, from that TV
That's
show.
Cool.
And yeah, he was there, and a variant of Mordo was there.
Yeah, which again, the theater had a big reaction to that too.
But anyway, the Illuminati. I loved that. I really wish that there was more of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the overall theme with this. Like, I just wish that there was more.
Yeah, more time.
But what we got was still really cool. When Wanda shows up, I'm like...
And he literally, Strange was like, I am telling you now,
like, please.
I am not the same Strange that you had in this universe.
Please. He was like, I beg of you, she's crazy. She's going to kill you.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, okay, sure. And she comes in. And
guns a-blazing.
She's talking to Reed Richards, and she's like, oh, do you have kids? And he's like, yeah, I have a wife and kids. And she's like, oh, good. There'll be somebody left to watch them when you're dead.
And then just immediately kills them all.
And because the guy that I can't remember the name of, he's like gearing up because his power is essentially that he like screams and just like instantly kills you. And so he's like gearing up to do that to Wanda, and she was basically just like, no. And takes away his mouth. That was so horrifying.
That was literally so scary. Sorry, I'm trying to find this guy.
So many visuals in this movie were so horrifying. There was a big reaction in our theater in the beginning fight scene with the squid demon thing when they impale the eyeball and take it out. I kind of had to look away. Like, that was pretty nasty. Yeah, she literally takes his mouth away, and then he goes to scream and kills himself because it bursts his head. And I was like, oh, this is...
What mouth?
This is going down.
Yeah. I was like,
she's not pulling punches.
No, when she said what mouth, and my jaw was like to the floor. I was like, what is she about to do? Like,
yeah, so she kills him, kills Reed Richards by like making him into spaghetti.
Oh god, so gross.
She freaking crushes Captain Marvel under a statue and takes her power. She cuts Peggy Carter in half.
Yeah. They had no chance.
Meanwhile, Doctor Strange trying to escape, fighting Mordo. Mordo's still being a little piss baby. He's honestly such a piss baby.
He's annoying. Who likes this man? No one.
And Christine Palmer, a variant of Christine Palmer, is trying to break out America, and
which was also scary because obviously she does not have powers.
And eventually, Professor X comes in and tries to reach the Wanda within Wanda, the one that she like took over, so that he can maybe like try and get her to take the body back over.
And then her hands like come up behind him and snap his neck. Literally horrifying. Horrifying.
Yeah, Wanda.
Wanda
so she did murder a lot of people. But in the end, she does the right thing and does not kill America, and she decides to destroy the Darkhold, killing herself.
No body, no death.
As if. No body, no death. We said the same thing when freaking our king, Wong, he like goes over the cliff at one point during the movie, and we're like, he's fine.
Dead.
He's not dead.
Like, I'm not gonna cry. He's not dead.
So heartbreaking though, watching her give up her kids again, like, and coming to that realization that the Darkhold really has like corrupted her, and what she's doing is wrong. It was very smart of America to take her to go see her kids, because it really did
it showed her,
talk some sense into her brain, and she's like talking to the other Wanda, and she's like, just know that they're loved.
Yeah,
and that was so sad.
Yeah.
So then the movie ends with Wanda dead. She's not dead. And America is now like being trained in magic and stuff, which is really cool, and she's starting to get a better grip on her powers. I'm excited to see more of her. I thought she was really fun.
Yeah. I liked the cast for her. Like, I thought she was casted like really well.
She was fun.
She's a good actress. I liked her.
And Doctor Strange, because he used the Darkhold to do the sleepwalking thing, he gets a third eye, and
that was so
but
scary.
It was kind of weird, like, because they ended on that note of like horror of like, oh god, he has a third eye, scream, cut to black, and then they go to the mid-credit scene, and he's, I guess, just fine with it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. We need some weird.
And so then in the mid-credit scene, we get introduced to a character that we did not know, but some people in our theater did know, and they like were very excited about it. But her name is Clea, I've learned, and she in the comics is the Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Realm, or whatever, where Dormammu lives. So she's a sorcerer, and in the comics, eventually her and Doctor Strange like get together and are like love interests and stuff. So that's cool. And she was played by Charlize Theron. Who knows?
Charlize Theron.
Who knows?
She is so interesting.
But yeah, so cool to have her join the MCU. She's a really good actress. and I'm excited to see where that goes with Doctor Strange. I'm glad he's like getting somebody new after Christine and getting to be able to like move on from that.
Because it'll be overplayed like if they keep doing it. Like this movie was like kind of a final goodbye to her.
Yeah. And then the very, very last after credit scene was pretty funny. I didn't know at the time of watching it, but that actor was from one of Sam Raimi's big films, The Evil Dead or whatever.
Oh.
He was in that, and it was kind of an homage. I guess there's a part in that movie where a character is like slapping himself with his hand.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
So, but basically it was a character from one of the multiverses that we visited in this movie, and Doctor Strange has him like keep hitting himself because he was being rude about the pizza balls. And then the after credit scene, he's hitting himself, he finally gets to stop, and then he looks at the camera and says, "It's over." Another fourth wall break. It's
a lot
interesting watching the fourth wall breaks, especially like with knowing Deadpool is eventually going to be coming into the MCU. So overall, I think I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. It definitely has flaws, and my rating of it could maybe change over time because of that, but despite its flaws, it is still such a fun movie. It's like definitely like a roller coaster popcorn movie where you kind of just ignore some of the flaws and you just have fun with it. Like there was never a time in the theater where I wasn't having such a blast watching this movie, and for that reason, like I think it's just a really fun movie.
Yeah.
I think I personally liked No Way Home better. I thought it was like more well executed.
I was gonna say that too. I think they like used their time more wisely a little bit there.
Yeah, but this movie was still really good, and I definitely recommend seeing it in theaters because of all the visuals and stuff. I think
oh my god,
that's like the place to see it.
Yeah, I think I give it a 9. Also, maybe a 9.5. I don't know. It's hard for me to be critical of movies. I love this movie, and yeah, like it's easy to like look back at it now that we've already seen it and be like, oh, well, this could have been done, this could have been done. But while I was sitting there, there genuinely was nothing wrong with the movie to me. Like I was sitting there and I was like, this is amazing.
Honestly, like our biggest critique was that it was too short, and that's kind of a testament to how good the movie was.
Exactly.
That we wanted to see
it to
more.
keep going, so it was like
Yeah.
But no, I loved it. Obviously, Wanda is like one of my favorite
Wanda stands
characters. Oh, it wasn't Wanda. It was the Dark Cold. It was the Dark Cold.
It wasn't her. It was her.
But we love her. We love Strange. I loved this first Strange movie. I love this Strange movie.
So if you enjoyed this video, I put out a new video every Monday. Go check those out. We've reviewed quite a few Marvel movies at this point. We will review Thor when we go and see that soon.
I'm so excited.
Look out for that, and have a good summer. Bye!